This is the great conceit of Marxism, the idea that we have discovered the secrets of history. We have peered into the contradictions of society, as Mao Zedong would have said in his famous essay on contradiction. We know what motivates society. We can see the power and the privilege and the contradictions within society. And what you must do is recognize your false consciousness and ascend to critical consciousness. So that encompasses your idea of the ascension of power, the idea that anyone who does not agree with this definition of society, or how we've defined it, which is basically pseudoscientific, and I'll get to that in a moment. But you have false consciousness, like Randy. You and I have false consciousness, which it's tautology, which means we simply haven't ascended to critical consciousness. There are people on my campus who believe this, who think that, well, I have critical consciousness now. I have ascended to this notion of being able to peer into society. I have accessed this hidden, forbidden knowledge. There's nothing hidden or forbidden about it. It's been around a long time. It's been around since the ancient religious cleric Mani, who developed Manichaeism. And so you have these people who are basically enacting Plato's cave. They believe that they have come out of Plato's cave and they have achieved this critical consciousness. And I do believe that it was Alfred North Whitehead who said that all of philosophy is nothing but a series of footnotes to Plato. And it was Plato who, in the Republic, came up with this notion of the cave and the idea that we are prisoners of this ideology, we're prisoners of this vision, and we can, if only we could break free and come out of the cave, we would stop thinking reality is these shadows on the wall that are cast by people trying to manipulate us, probably those psychopaths in the dark with the dark triad. We come out of the cave. Well, this is essentially the performative dance that critical theorists have been using. This is the dance DEI folks have been using, that they have ascended to this and they have access to this power. They have deserved this power over other people. And if only these other people can be brought to the light where they will agree with us, then we can eventually change our society. This is what Maoism was trying to do during that Cultural Revolution. The idea, instead of killing your enemies, you're going to re-educate them, and we're going to put them through these struggle sessions, which are tortured to some extent, but put through this rigorous psychological process that's going to change their way of thinking about things until they come to the light. And I believe, you're going to come to the light if you're put through enough stress and rigor with no time limit